When you're doing integration by substitution, you always have to keep an eye out for anything of this form, or of this form. So if you look at this is very similar to this. So so I'm expecting you to know that when you differentiate inverse tan, it gives you this. So because this is very similar to this, when you come to integrate it, it would be something of this form. So let me illustrate what I mean. So in this video we're going to integrate this. So to integrate this, you notice that you need a 1 plus x something squared. You need 1 plus something squared. But here you've got some weird numbers. So what you do is you factor out the 9 because you want the 1 here. So here factor out the 9. So it's like this: 9 bracket 1 plus 4x squared over 9 dx. Because this times this will give you 9. This times this will then give you this thing here. So factor out the 9. That will then take you to here. That will then take you to here. Notice that we're trying to get from here to here, where there's a 1 here. We need this 1 here. So factor out the 9. Factor out the 9. That will then give you this thing here, and then visualize this as 2x over 3 squared. So that's this thing here, and then you can factor out this constant. So so that will then give you this. Well, this thing here is exactly the same as this fraction times this fraction. You're integrating with respect to x. This constant here has nothing to do with x, so you can factor it, well, you can drag it out of the integral. That will then give you this. So now hang on, now that we're off this form, notice that everything is the same: 1 1 and something squared. So so if I were to ask you how would you differentiate this thing here, you would say, oh, it's this thing over here, and this thing here is exactly the same as this. So really, to integrate this, this whole block here equals this, because if you have to integrate this, it will give you inverse tan of this thing here. So we're at this stage at the moment. We've got one block times another block. It turns out that when you integrate this thing here, it will give you this. It will give you this, and then you've got your constants here. So the final answer is really this thing plus c. Okay.